What's up, guys? Welcome to a new episode of Freshly Baked Props. As always, I am Tony, coming at you with that throne episode I was talking about last week. That one I've already showed. That was like a part of a diorama. I just put it in here because I didn't make that one from scratch. I literally made from scraps. It was just pieces of ripped up EVA foam that I had in a couple cardboard boxes that I just didn't know what to do with. So I just figured instead of recycling them and throwing them out, I would just knock out an ice throne for the Lich King or any other ice character you would have. I made it this tall because I wanted to get the McFarlane Build-A-Figure Ice King guy. He came with that the ice wave where Batman was in like a winter outfit, and it came with a John Stewart Green Lantern, I think a Wonder Woman, and somebody else, and they made this giant ice giant guy. So I was potentially building it for that. And then when I couldn't get all the pieces for that guy, I just said, screw it. And I just added a base to it. Like I said, this is in that other video where I just then was able to sit a regular 6-inch figure in there. So it's for a giant or 6-inch figure. That's why it's built the way it is. That's why the seat's all the way up here. This one right here is my favorite one. This one was literally made from a couple Halloween decorations. I went to Michael's like a week after Halloween, and they were selling these guys for like $2. They were these little mini dragon skeletons that you just put in a window or some shit like that, a little Halloween decoration. And I had to grab it and pick it up, and I didn't know what to do with it. Originally I was just gonna make like it was gonna be like a dragon in a cave, like I was gonna make it like fossils, but then I was just like, I don't know, that seems too cheesy. And I really wanted to do some stuff with Skeletor. I wanted to get into stop motion with the Masterverse figures, so I figured I needed a Skeletor throne. I looked at some pictures of a Skeletor throne, and this kind of fit the bill a little bit. So I said, fuck it, man, I'm gonna make it. And I just kind of took the thing apart. It was all put together by these little tiny screws that are in I used everything. I just recycled everything. Basically, I took the legs off. I bought two of them because they were $2.50 each, so they were $5 for two of them. And then I just put the wings there to kind of, like, basically I flipped the skeleton backwards. So the ribs are facing that way, facing the back. This spine is obviously his spine. Then the wings I just flipped and screwed in the same spot where their wings were, so now they face this way. I think I heated it up a little bit to bend it to where I needed it to. These, I think, are the arms of the dragon. I just flipped the paws backwards and screwed them back in. And these are the legs. Obviously, I glued to a piece of EVA foam with a piece of cardboard to give it a solid base. And there's a piece of cardboard in the back with some hot glue with I think a wire just to hold it all together, so it like has like a good solid base. And then the tail is in the back of it. That's kind of where if I have to counterbalance it on something because it's kind of heavy, so I use the tail as a counterbalance on dioramas and stuff like that, and it kind of holds it in place. And the figure, when Skeletor's here, he does a good job of counterbalancing it. So you just got to be careful with this throne stake because it'll just lean back because of how heavy the back is. Because basically, this is just the body. These do come off because I have to put it away, so I do make it to it comes off. The only thing that can't come off is the legs on the seat. But that's basically the back of the throne. I did it this way too, so I can line some wires in here, lighting in here, so to light from the back, so I get a good backlighting off the throne too. But this was an awesome project. So if you ever see these like skeleton dragons at like Hobby Lobby or Michael's, any craft store, you should pick it up. I did screw right here. I'll show you. I drilled a hole in here just so you could slide the armrests in, so they'll sit nice. See, and you're good. This was my favorite throne, by the way. I mean, this was a pretty badass throne, just put together for $5 and some cardboard scraps. So I really like that one. Like I said, this one I already had a tutorial for. It was a part of the whole Lich King diorama that I made, that I still have. And this thing was in the box. I opened up, it still looks great. Like, I can't believe how good it still looks. I thought all this stuff was gonna come off, and it's still on there pretty good, man. This was one of my favorite dioramas. If you haven't seen this video, check it out. And of course, this one is another favorite of mine because I built it, again, from scraps. That shell, I think, is a fish tank decoration that was in like a diorama or something that my nephews made. So they were gonna throw the whole thing out. So I just took that big seashell and all these two seashells that he had inside of it, And then I went to Michael's and got like these fake fucking seaweed things. You know, when they have the, you know, that like flower part with all the fake flowers and the hot glue section. They have all this stuff here. So I grabbed that. I grabbed moss from the diorama sections. And I just literally, this is EVA foam in a cardboard box. As you can see here, it's literally just cardboard. I made a base for a throne and then literally just put EVA foam. And then with a hot knife or a hot tool, I think it's a hot tool because it has like the screw detachable tips. And you can set the heat to different things. I just burnt in some details on the throne and on the sides. Just again, white EVA foam. I painted it with those FX foam paints for cosplayers because that really sticks good to EVA foam and it's flexible so it doesn't crack as easily or wrinkle and crinkle. But like I said, it was just made from a seashell. On the back here, as you can see, it's just a couple of toothpicks. I'm gonna look at the back of the throne. Then we're gonna go behind it. So, and it's just to make sure that it stands perfectly. I did a photography session with Namor in this, and it came out really good. I just got an Aquaman figure, so I'm gonna do one with Aquaman soon too. Like I said recently, I'm gonna get back into those one hitters, where it's just like a 1-minute video of like a comic panel in my head. Or whatever, when I have some of these stuff when I'm shooting. So I'm going to get really back into that. I really had fun with that stuff. So that's all the time I have, guys. This wasn't going to be very long. This is just a couple thrones. I just wanted to get all the props that I've already made out of the way, because I still have so many. But the next freshly baked props, it's going to go back to like how the Ice King, how the Ice Cave was, with it's like a tutorial base where I'm going to show you what I did with voiceovers and everything like that. And then I'm going to make 2 sewer dioramas, 2 separate ones. I bought a 4-foot long cement tube, and if anybody doesn't know what that is, it's basically just a cardboard tube that they dig in the ground and you fill cement in when you're building like a deck or something. You put like a post inside, so then the cardboard will eventually just kind of wither away with the water and the elements of rain and shit, and then the cement will stay there and hold, like we did it for our deck. You know, so it's a perfect circle. They have 12-inch diameter and they have 16-inch diameter. So if you want to go real big with a tube or a tunnel, this is the thing to use. So I would, watch this video because I'm going to make a tunnel diorama. So it's going to be like in the inside of a sewer tunnel or just a regular tunnel. And then the next one is going to be like a fountain. It's going to have like a water feature. So I'm going to build it off a bucket over a container. And I'm going to build the sides, and it's basically just going to be the end and it's going to be like a little waterfall feature for like the Ninja Turtles and stuff like that. So that to me is because I plan on setting up action figure room at some point, and I eventually want to put these dioramas in like homes, and so I could set the figure up in the diorama, so like the room will have some cool ass decorations and stuff like that. Right now everything is sitting in boxes and it sucks, but I know it's coming in time. I'm gonna get that action figure room. I'm just getting it ready now. It's gonna convert my garage eventually. So we'll see what happens. Thanks for hanging out. Like I said, hit the like and subscribe. I'm still working on part 2. It is coming soon. I promise you. I'm going to keep saying that for a while. I'm just telling you now. But it is coming. I hope you like the thrones. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. If you have any ideas, leave a comment below. If you want to see me make another throne, please leave a comment below. I will talk about this one. Where did I go? I will talk about this one real quick. I bought this one on Mercari. I think I said it already. Not sure. I like it. I'll put it right here so it's in the thing. It's a pretty funny story about this one. I bought it on Mercari. I think it was $36. You can clearly tell it's PVA printed, so that printer that does it this way. It's not bad, but it's very like you could see, you would have to maybe. I assume it's spot putty, but I don't want to fuck up these Cobra logos in front, so I don't want to start putting putty on this thing. I'm gonna leave it as is. I might just get a filler primer and just try maybe fill it that way. That might be an option. I assume that's how you fill these things. But I also don't want to soak this thing in paint and it starts cracking, and I don't want all that. So I just kind of left it as is for now. But I eventually do want to get to painting it like a metal and gold. But if you can find these on Mercari for like $36 to $40, they're not bad. The funny story about this, what I just said, I bought it and nobody sent me a tracking. And then I wanted my money back because I didn't think they wasn't sending anything because I thought I got scammed. Turns out it came like a week later, so I got the thing for free. So if you're watching, sorry. I appreciate it though. It's pretty awesome. But this is one of the reasons why I didn't get a PVA printer. I just don't like this. I don't like the way it looks. That's why I like the resin printers, but the resin printers are so volatile, man. And I guess any 3D printer, like novice, will tell you that. You know, unless you have like actually worked with these things and know how to use these things correctly. That's all when I watch the tutorial videos, that's what everybody said. You gotta be very careful with these things. So that's why I kind of steered away from 3D printing. I'd rather just pay some local artists on Etsy or Kari for their time and efforts. I appreciate what they do. So, like I said, thanks guys for watching. I'll be back at you in a new diorama coming very soon. And as always, stay baked.